Hi guys and welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news. I'm your host Martin and this is episode 96, Technical Analysis Edition. You might be wondering why it's a Technical Analysis Edition and not the regular news and technical analysis. Well, as you guys are aware, I was out camping with my kid yesterday and today, and basically just got into town and I haven't had any time to look at the news and actually look at the articles, see which ones are good, which ones are bad, and redact them, and then come online and give you what more or less they say, and then obviously what I think about them. So the only thing I can do without doing any of that is just run the TA part of the stream. So again, I hope you guys are not disappointed by that, and I'm glad that you're here, whoever is watching us right now. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great Sunday night. I hope your weekend was great. My weekend was amazing. Had lots of fun. Anyways, if you're catching this from live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you are thinking. Now, if you want to keep up to date with the latest crypto-related news, make sure you subscribe. You hit that like button and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. The link's in the description. You can also engage with us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Anyway, so let's get on to the stream part. Just give me 1 second. Let me get some water. So, since we don't have any news to cover, we'll just go into the technicals, like I said. So, total market cap. What's happening with the total market cap yesterday? Money flowing into the crypto sphere, 2.29% increase, and right now increasing 0.15%. Yesterday, opening at 231.61 billion and closing at 236.97 billion. Right now, sitting at $237.32 billion. That's it for the market cap. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance and figure out what is going on. Bitcoin dominance yesterday gaining a little bit of dominance, 0.16%. Right now, losing dominance, or basically sitting neutral at 0. That's what this stays up here, right? So, has not moved anything from today's opening. So, let's yesterday basically opening at 68.63 and closing at 68.73. Like I said, right now sitting at 68.73 still. So let's go to Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, $9,030.18. We had some price action to the upside right now this day, opening red on this past few hours that it opened. Yesterday had a nice green day, some recovery coming in. Let's figure out what's going on the more micro scale, right? Anyways, we're sitting above the 20 MA. The question is, are we sitting above the 200 MA? And we are not. We are still below the 200 MA. Again, for me, being below the 200 MA makes me bearish on Bitcoin. So right now, I wouldn't be going long, at least until we get above that 200 MA. Anyways, 20 MA. We're okay. We're also sitting above that 8,983, getting us back into that previous range that we were in, right? The 10,219.83 and 8,983, right? So again, we're back in this range. We have not gone back to that blue area. We talked about a potential move to the upside. We said we might come up, touch this blue zone. If we do, then touch that upper part that's working as resistance. And if we break it, then we have that upper part of the blue zone, and then we can just run all the way up. Anyways, that's it. We're making negative momentum right now. If anything, from our previous red to our new red, this one right here, we would be developing hidden bullish divergence, price continuation. The trend is downsloping. Potentially why we're starting to make this candle red, right? And the trend has been mainly down sloping. So again, Be careful with the setups. You know, we had a nice jump. We did touch that blue zone yesterday, and we reverted it a little bit. And you would not have that on the RSI. On the RSI, you're going with the market. So again, just regular market motion. 4 people tuned in. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm not sure who is here, but if you're here and you want to say hi, then yeah, you know, we don't bite, and we really want to know who is hanging out with us tonight. Anyways, let's see what we're doing, man. We're sitting neutral on the RSI at 52.36. Let me close that. Like I said, negative momentum still building. We're going higher than the previous low that we had. So again, we're making hidden bullish divergence. Again, price continuation. We called that out a couple minutes ago. Let's see where we at on the other charts, right? We're still outside of the structure. Again, this we broke out of. We could certainly adjust it to be here, and this we probably can extend. It will still make sense that we are within a falling wedge on the daily. So again, potentially from this chart and what we can see here, that falling wedge would be a valid structure, right? Yep, there we go. It's just very it's not as broad on the opening part as we would like it to be, but still, it's still a valid structure. Sitting above that 20 MA here. Are we sitting on above the 20 MA here? Yes, as well. Let's see on this one, man. Where are we at? From the top to the bottom. We kind of retraced again. We're sitting around over that 50% again. Let's see how we can hold this area, man. I think tomorrow is going to be important to see what the day is going to do. Have we touched that 20 MA? Not yet. We have not come down to touch it yet, but we're certainly close to touching that 20 MA. So again, just be careful with that. Bollinger Band's starting to like close in a little bit. So again, volatility will leave in the market. Let's go to the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, close 2 candles above that old resistance, and then support of 8,983.08. Again, I'm happy that we're above that area, so it's good. Like I said, sitting around $9,030. Seem to have bounced or touched this mid part of the channel before we actually run up. That 20 MA apparently gave us no resistance on the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, we're going to see it a little bit clearer and see if it gave us resistance or not. But right now, we're in the upper zone again, getting some contraction on the Bollinger Bands. Positive momentum still building up and sitting at 53.53 on the RSI, which is on that neutral zone. Again, are we doing something? Well, yes, technically, we are going lower on that price, right? You can see it with that line that I just drew. We're going higher, right, on the positive momentum than the previous one we had. So again, you're converging on that top part, creating hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. We're trying to get to the red candles forming, right? Do we have it here though? No, sorry, I just drew it here. I didn't want to draw it there. I want to go on the RSI. On the top part. No, we don't. We're slightly higher than where we're at right now on the RSI. So again, we're technically not making that hidden bearish divergence. So again, we might get some price action to the downside if we do. Right now, more immediate is the support, 8,983, and we have the 20 MA. Then below that, the mid part of the channel. Then this upper part of the larger downsloping channel that we can use as support. Then we have the bottom part of the Bollinger Bands, and then obviously we have the 8,437, and then the bottom part of the downsloping channel. So we have a lot of supports that we can go and touch. Then to the upside, if we were to go to the upside, we still have this blue area, right, that we kind of were not able to hold. Then we have that upper part of the downsloping channel. Then we still have the upper part of the Bollinger Bands, and then the blue area. And then from there on up, it's free running until 10,212 and 19. So again, that's what could potentially happen with this. Like I said, sitting neutral on the RSI at 53.52 right now. So let's go into the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, man. Mid part of the channel did give us resistance once, twice. Then we were able to break above it. So again, that is pretty good. The question is, did we develop something else? Because yesterday, when we did the analysis, we were just barely creating this divergence bullish. We called it. We said we're gonna move to the upside. We were moving to the upside. We didn't know if we were gonna be strong enough to keep it on going. Right? This was like 2 days ago. I think we called this one out. So yesterday we were around here. I think. Let's see. Today is the 10th. No, so yesterday midday is when we did the stream. So around this time. So we had just called this divergence yesterday. And we said we're probably gonna move to the upside slightly. We faced some resistance right at 5 p.m. Came back below it again, broke above it like champ, and then we had this very, very nice green candle come in, pushing us to the upside. Were we creating something though? Let's see, high, lower high, higher high, right? Lower, higher than the previous high. Is it higher here on the other side as well? Let's see, 17.58, 12. No, so slightly lower. So if anything, you would have had hidden bearish divergence, price continuation, and you're probably continuing on a bullish in bullish divergence. So again, potentially why we kept on moving to the upside, right? Right now that positive momentum starting to decrease, sitting high on the RSI at 60.83. Again, being bought but not overbought. We were slightly overbought at 4 p.m. today when we hit this candle, which is, I would say is the largest closing candle that we had, which closed at, let's see, 9,083. But again, we're back up on this previous area that we were stuck on for so long, man. At least October the 25th, I think it was. So we have been down this previous area for a while. We just broke out of it slightly for a couple days, maybe 1 or 2 days, then going back in, right? Is it good? Is it bad? I believe it's a good sign, not the best sign, but I do believe it's good that we reversed some of that price action to the downside that we got. Not all of it, but again, we are still on this upper part of the downsloping channel, and again back on this area of support resistance that we had, that we were just ranging around. So it's a little bit good. Would have been better if we were in the blue zone, but again, that's fine for now. We're probably going to consolidate around this area for a little bit. If we were to move to the downside, we already talked about it, right? Hitting the 8,183 area of support, then that 20 MA, then the mid part of the channel, then this upper part of the channel, then we'll work from there. But those are the major moves to the downside. To the upside, we already talked about it. Blue zone, beginning of blue zone, the downsloping line that we have as resistance, and then the upper part, right, of the blue rectangle. That's it for Bitcoin, man. I'm trying to figure out the consolidation that we're making, mainly because this would skew some of the data, right? So if you wanted to go from here to here, you'll be going up, and then from here to here, you'll be going up. So it'll be like a broadening wedge, upsloping broadening wedge. I mean, it doesn't look too good, to be honest, but I'm not sure if that's a consolidation that we're making. If we're gonna make something shorter term, it's too short of a term to call this, and trying to figure out what is really doing, man. Again, could potentially be a triangle. I would like to get a couple more candles so we can call something out in this, but right now we're consolidating, right? Even on the 4 hours, we gotta consolidate. So we're just having the second candle of consolidation on the 4 hours. It's a little bit easier to trace right now. We're making a sort of falling or descending, not sure yet, because we have 2 candles. Again, like I said, we need to make a little bit larger pattern for us to be able to call something. But yesterday, nice. So how did Bitcoin do on the week? Today, a couple hours ago, when we closed the week, it was a red wick that we made. So price action to the downside. Right now, we're opening this new week with price negative, and the month, it's still red right now. So Novembers are usually green. Right now it's red, and we just looked at the weekly and the daily and everything else for Bitcoin. Let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum on the daily, what is happening? Yesterday it lost dominance 0.25%. Right now it's gaining 0.11%, sitting at 8.65% of market cap. Again, if it's good or is it bad, it depends on your outlook for this coin. Ethereum sitting at $189.19, making positive price action. Again, we kind of went back into the structure, maturing within the structure. That nice move to the upside, probably because Bitcoin had it. High, lower high, again, lower positive momentum, so nothing going on there. Also lower on the RSI, so again, nothing going on there as well. Just regular market movement right now within a triangle. This might have us break, but we have volatility. Open on the Bollinger Bands, and we're sitting above that 20 MA, and like I said, sitting at 56.15 on the RSI. So let's go into a shorter scale and see if we can find out something else, right? So again, low, lower, low, nothing else here that we could go to because it's definitely higher. It's less negative momentum, and we had those nice impulses up, right? So we're making positive momentum. Are we making more positive momentum than we previously had? Not yet. So even from here to here, this positive momentum bar is still much larger than this positive momentum bar. So we're not creating any kind of bearish divergence, hidden or any kind. We're not creating any kind of bullish divergence, hidden or any kind. So again, we're just having regular market motion. We had some tightness of the Bollinger Bands. It wasn't too much, but we got some explosive movement to the upside still. Almost getting to that upper part of the triangle. Again, very nice move. Right now, we're probably going to move to the downside slightly. I mean, we could certainly come up and try to touch this upper part. It wouldn't be weird, but I guess right now, it would seem like we would likely go to the downside. We're on that upper part of the Bollinger Band. So again, we could still run them for a little bit, right? Like we did here. But right now, I don't know why. I do believe we might go to downside. We'll look at the 1 hour, and then we'll figure it out from there. But anyways, we're sitting at 59.80 on the RSI, which makes us very, very neutral. But almost hitting that bot zone, right? If we break 60, we're on that bot area. But neutral, but almost bot, I guess. That's where we're at. Let's go into the 1 hour. By the way, tomorrow, next week, I believe the stream will be on its regular time schedule. So if you were not able to make it with us today, it was a weird time we've just kept, then I hope you are able to make it next week, right? Anyways, let's see what's going on here. We had divergence, price action to the downside. We called it out. We played out for a little bit. We kind of reversed. It looks like we kind of had like a sort of double bottom here, right? And then we popped to the upside. We had this head and shoulder pattern. Now we deleted it, right? But shoulder, head. Now shoulder, neckline, broke it, hit that measure move. Now we're retracing, not making any head and shoulders on the way back. But that's fine. Try to figure out if we did something that's worth mentioning. So yes, as you can tell, probably this it's not as low, man. I thought it was slightly lower. Damn. I was gonna say we're making bullish divergence, but we're not. We're actually going in. This is slightly higher. This is obviously higher on the other side as well, so nothing going on there. Let's see on the top part. Higher high. Let's see where we're at. 34. 36. Slightly higher, making more positive momentum, right? Higher on the price, more positive momentum. So no bearish divergence. Again, right now this could just be consolidation that we're making. Again, potentially then we do have the potential to run to the upside, right? That's why I want to look at a more micro scale. So that thing that I called in the 4 hours, right now it looks like as potentially we could try to run to the upside, right? If anything from here to here, which is from this low to this high, this new low, we're going higher, so we would have hidden bullish divergence. Price continuation, right now we're uptrending, so it would be like that, and then this one too, like this over here, right? That's it. Price continuation, we could certainly go to the upside again, but on that move to the upside, we're probably not going to make that much positive momentum, right? I'm not sure how high we're gonna get. We can get to the top of the boundary bands. We probably can come up to the top of the triangle that we have. But what's usually gonna happen at this point in time is that from here to here, or wherever we go, we're probably we're gonna get exhausted. We're not gonna have that much positive momentum behind us. We're gonna create some kind of bearish divergence, and then probably break to the downside again. And that's usually what happens when you're within triangles. But let's take it one step at a time. Right now, let's see how this goes. Right, we'll move to the downside right now. More immediately touching that 20 MA. If we hold it, potential to bounce to the upside. Right, like here, upside came down, touched that 20 MA, exploded to the upside again. So nothing wrong with moving to the downside. We're consolidating after an impulse up. Right. Let's see what else is going on with this. 5 people tuned in. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and let us know who's watching. Say hi in the chat. Trying to figure this out real quick. I'm trying to look at it against this part over here. 69.89 in here. 70.2. Actually hit over. Hit over bought, but very slightly. Now coming back in. Yep. Nothing that I can call on this yet. So yeah, like I said, man, right now we have to wait and see how this plays out. Probably come to the downside a little bit, like I said. Maybe touch that 20 MA and bounce again. That would be reasonable. But like I said, impulse up, consolidation. We might as well impulse up again. We don't have any kind of bearish divergence that would negate it and say no, there's no way you can do it. Right? Anyways, that's it for this right now. Let's go into Ripple. On the daily, Ripple, what's going on? Ripple losing dominance yesterday, 2.33%. Right now, gaining a little bit, 0.23%, sitting at 5.11% off market cap. Anything above 5 is good. Soka, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. How's the weekend, man? Soka, I think you're one of those guys that come in here and just lurk, because you usually just like go high and then you just don't say anything for the rest of the stream. Anyways, Ripple, 27 cents. Full number, 27.95961 right now. Anyways, we are above that 27.911 again, getting back into this old zone of comfort that we had since October 14th. Again, like I said, let's see how much we were staying outside of this yesterday when we were doing the stream. You know, we kind of went back in, which is pretty good. And, yeah, so let's see if we can hold this area. If we do, then, you know, we're probably going to be range bound again by the 27.894 and the 27.911. And we'll see how we can take it from there, right? One second, guys. I am trying to get the music playing again. So let's go with this, I guess. There we go. Again, right now, price action to the upside on the daily. And yeah, we did a stream yesterday. I think we're below that 27.911 again. Let's see how we can hold this area. I'm really curious for Ripple and this area. Anyways, sitting below at 20 MA with volatility open on the Bollinger Bands. Negative momentum still building, even though we're making a lower high than the previous one. So again, we're going counter, right? We would be creating hidden bullish divergence. And we're sitting at 45.55% on the RSI. We're doing something. No, low, overload, more negative momentum. That's fine. Moving to the 4-hour. In the 4-hour, impulse down, upsloping consolidation, impulse down again. We were kind of upsloping consolidation. Apparently, this is from the 1-hour, not from the 4-hour. It's just showing up here for some reason. Anyways, we're sitting neutral on the RSI at 43.71. Like I said, price action to the upside. I think when we were doing the stream yesterday, might have been maybe around this area. I think so. So we're still below at 27.911. Right after stream, I guess we went above it again. Kind of broke down below it for one candle, and then, you know, reversed that. Probably because Bitcoin also pumped. So again, sitting at the 20 MA right now by the looks of this. Just at the 20 MA, failing to get higher than it. And if we can't break above that 20 MA, guess what? That 20 MA is probably going to bring us down and we're gonna break from that 27,911. Anyways, we're getting contraction of the Bollinger Bands. Is it good? Yes. When we get contraction, we get explosive movements, and that is very good. Let's see what else is going on this. 71, 71, 76. Okay, so slightly higher here, right? Slightly higher. And here we're going in. So again, we're converging on that top part of the price and the oscillator, creating hidden bullish divergence. Sorry, hidden bearish divergence. Price continuation. What is a continuation gonna be, man? The more recent trend was upsloping. Now the question would be, I'm gonna make this a little bit messy, but it'll just be for a second, right? Yes, upsloping still, right? Look, very slightly, but you can still consider it an upsloping channel. Not a valid channel by any means, but you know, just the trend. That's what I want to highlight here. So again, price continuation could potentially mean price to the upside. Let's see what else we can see. That's it. I'm gonna get rid of this for sure. I don't want to hear. It's gonna show up probably in the 1 hour again, and I'm tired of this. So I'm tired of these things not saying where they're supposed to be, right? So going to the more micro, man. We had that hidden divergence with price continuation. We said we're in an uptrend or downtrend, right? So we got that move to the downside, but again, mainly we're within a much larger uptrend. This is a slightly upsloping channel that we're in. And we can try and trace it for you guys. So it'll be like from here to here. Alright, that'll be the channel that we're in. Yeah. That's it. So we're still upsloping, right? On their more minor trend. But as you can see, we right now wick that 27.11. We actually almost wick. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit tired, man. It was a long, it was a good weekend, but it was a long weekend, man. Going camping, it's tiring, man. A little bit tiring, but it's fun. Anyways, negative momentum starting to build. Sitting neutral on the other side, 48.59. Are we doing something with the previous low? No, we have not gotten to a lower than previous low, and we don't have any negative momentum here. Everything, all this has been just one large green island, man, from here all the way to here. So the previous red we would have will be way back here. Are we doing anything on the top part? Yes, something that would have worried me yesterday probably would have been seeing this. We went from here to here, so higher, right? And from here to here, lower. So divergence, bearish. Price action to the downside, you kind of broke down a little bit. Then you kind of rally with the rest of the market, right? You didn't make a lower than the previous low, and you didn't have any negative island. Not even in the other side, still fine. So again, you just had that divergence, bearish, on the MACD histogram, and you know, you kind of see that move to the downside right now. You're going higher, but guess what? You're still higher than over here and higher than here. So this would be 33, 37, 38. So from here to here, you're going higher. If you wanted to look at the whole island and you want to go all the way from here and say, man, this is just one island, I'm gonna ignore this part, and you would just want it to go from here to here, and from here to here, you would have bearish divergence, price action to the downside. You're seeing it play out. It's not very strong, but it's strong enough to bring you down below that 20 MA right now. And that 20 MA again acting as a an area of resistance, right? We hit it once, kind of tried to break above it, we couldn't. Next candle undid it, and right now we're trying to move to the upside again, but we're bouncing off that 27.911. So again, a good support that we have in here. And then let's see if we can break that 20 MA. Contraction on the Bollinger Bands, like I said, starting to happen. We had more contraction here, and I think by the time we did the stream yesterday, which probably was around this area, we were also having contraction, right? We were having those bands come in. Anyways, that's it for Ripple right now. Price action to the downside is the last divergence that we have. We're seeing it play out. We're not making a lower low than the previous low by any means, and we're making negative momentum. So again, here we'll be going higher, here we'll be going lower, hidden bullish divergence if anything. Price continuation. Let's see how we continue this, man. Yeah, that's it for this. Let's go into Litecoin. Litecoin daily yesterday, indecision day. Trying to get some dominance, but on doing most of it, just making 0.06% dominance gain right now, losing 0.15%, undoing what you gained in the previous day, sitting at 1.70% of market cap. Price of Litecoin, $63.41. Where are we at in Litecoin? We're breaking out of this channel again. We had this inverse head and shoulders. I think it played out. We called it out yesterday, I think, during the live stream. We said it might play out. When we zoom in, we're going to be able to look at it. Anyway, seeing up that 20 MA with volatility open on the Bollinger Bands, making a lower high than the previous one, also lower negative momentum, so no divergence going on there. No divergence going on the RSI, but sitting at 59.64 on the RSI. Again, neutral, but almost at that bought area, right? So let's zoom in a little bit closer into the 4 hours and see what's going on. On the 4 hours, we do have these head and shoulders. We had the neckline. We said if we hit that, it will be a measure move. I'll do it from the 1 hour because this I drew on the 1 hour. So, and I won't get that measure that I want to the neck. So from the head to the neck. So we'll leave it as it is for now. From here to here, it's lower, man. So if anything, right, from this area to this area, we're going in slightly. From this area to this area, we're going up slightly. So we're converging on that upper area, making hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. We're seeing a slight move to the downside. I'm not too worried about it yet. It's not like strong divergence. It just means price continuation. And we are within an uptrend. So if anything, we should continue to the upside. But after that impulse up or indecision candle, it looks like a kebab of sorts, right? Skewered candle. Indecision going on anyways. We're kind of flagging for a little bit, and then we might try to make another run. So again, like I said, sitting at 59.21, and that positive momentum starting to decrease with this new candle. Let's see how this keeps on developing on the 4 hours. Now let's go to the 1 hour, man. On the 1 hour, here we go. Head and shoulders, we called it out. We said, look, man, this is the neckline. If we break it, look, we break it, and then we used it as support, right? And then we bounced off that, man. That was beautiful, man. It played nicely. And we say it was potential because when we were doing this, we were around here. This hadn't finished developed when we were doing the stream. We just said keep an eye out for it. We were like sitting here at midday, and we're saying, look, guys, watch out for this, man. It will potentially develop, and then we'll see how it plays out. I said you're probably gonna create divergence and break down. Look, I was in line from here to here, and from here to here. Look, at divergence, bearish divergence. Price action to the downside, it played out, but you hit that 20 MA, you hit that neckline, held it, and bounced from it, man. And you bounced nicely. That was a very nice bounce. Now, the question is, did we hit a measure move? That's what I wanted to do. This would be the lowest point that we have. So from here to the neck, I think we did hit that measure move, man. And let's get to the part of the breakout that will be here. And look, man, lo and behold, the great move of measure. We hit it, and we hit it nicely. This candle closing is the same height as or breakout. So again, spot on hit. Right now, this would have been the target, right? So from here to here, as you can see. So we hit it, right? Kind of wicked above it, and then we hit it. Now we're breaking down. Again, like I said, right now moving to the downside. Probably we do have divergence again developing on the hour, right? So that's what's gonna break us down. Let me get rid of this. We hit that measure move. Just remember, we talked about it, man. Yeah, playing out beautifully. From here to here, right, you're going higher. From here to here, you're going lower. You're having that divergence. Also, you pump here, because Bitcoin also pumped. So that also helped, right? But from here to here, you were on your way to hit that measure move. You kind of failed, right? Recover a little bit. Consolidation, down sloping, bullish, usually. Impulse up. Consolidation down sloping, bullish usually, but right now we have divergence. That's what's breaking us down, and we just don't have it here. We also have it on the RSI, so that's what's gonna bring us down right now. Not sure how low this might bring us, but beware. Right now, we could reverse this inverse head and shoulders that we made. Look, one shoulder, head. If we go low, at least this low, then we try to rally up, but we fail. We're probably gonna start making that new shoulder and create another head and shoulders, but a regular head and shoulders that would usually bring us to the downside. So yeah, reversal, right? Keep an eye out for that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad these head and shoulders played out, man. They played out nicely, man. Like textbook head and shoulders, man. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding, man. This looks beautiful. It played out so nice, man. And hit that measure move spot on, dude. Yeah. Like I said, man, I told you guys watch out for this. It could potentially play out. It was a nice move, man. We were here midday. What was this? $60, almost $61, man. If you would have taken that position, you would have made $4. If you would have sold up here, you would have made like $6, man. It was a nice move. I hope someone was able to cash on this that we had talked about and made some cash off it. I wasn't able to trade this weekend. I was camping, and but I knew it was gonna play out probably. I talked about potentially bringing to the downside, right? Creating divergence. We moved to the downside, rally, bounce, divergence, breaking us down. So again, yeah, good stuff. That's it for Litecoin, man. Nothing else here. Let's go into Binance. Binance on the daily. Yesterday, price action to the upside, gaining dominance. Sorry, not price action to the upside. Dominance, gaining dominance. 1.14%. Right now, gaining a little bit more dominance. 0.23%. Sitting at 1.34% off market cap. Now, where are we sitting on Binance? $20.43. Is it nice? Yes, we've undone most of that drop that we had. Right? At least we recovered the larger drop. We're recovering a little bit more. I don't think anyone. Oh, Litecoin is. Not yet, but it's kind of reversing some of that. Ripple is not even close to reversing any of that. Ethereum kind of is reversing some of that. And Bitcoin, not quite there yet. Binance has reversed the drop. Binance is playing out nicely, man. Look, Binance reversing the drop, sitting a little bit higher, almost to the price of November the 7th, right? So again, Binance playing like a champ, bouncing off that 20 MA, heading towards the upside. We hit a resistance here, man. What is that? It's at 236 at $21.30. We're close enough here. We're at $21.20. We're just 10 cents up. Anyways, got rejected right now. We're gonna try to rally again. Let's see what we're doing on the 1 hour, because right now we had divergence, price action to the downside. Played out. I believe we're making a new native momentum island, obviously lower than here, higher, lower. You're going with the market right now. Nothing to call here yet. So let's go on Binance on the 4 hour. Let's see what we're doing now. Binance in the 4 hour, we had something here, right? We had some kind of hidden divergence that we called out. Low, higher, low. Okay, so here we're going with the market. Nothing developing here on the 4 hour, on the shorter term, on the bullish side. Let's look at the bearish side. I do believe we have something on the bearish side. Yes, we do. So from here, let's go from here to here. You're going higher, right? From here to here, you're going higher. So from price, you're going lower, high, right than the previous high. You look at that much positive momentum that you're making, man. And also on your RSI, you will also have it. It's very slight, but to here, you have hidden bearish divergence, price continuation. You're breaking down. You had a nice impulse up. Don't get me wrong. You had a nice impulse up. Right now, you got to consolidate. You're getting this reversal. But this new candle, look at it, man. You've tried to undo what you did in the previous 4 hour. But right now you're failing. We still have 8 minutes to go on this candle. And I'm not sure is gonna recover that nice yet. But again, you have that divergence. It will be price continuation. We are within an uptrend. That's the major trend that we're in right now. Keep an eye out for this. No head and shoulder patterns. Nothing quirky like that we can rely on to make a gauge where the price is going to go, right? So we do have negative islands from here to here. We're going slightly higher, right, than here. We'll be creating bearish divergence from, let's say, this green to this green. We would be creating bearish divergence, price action to the downside. You know, you got a little bit, you know, bounce reversal nicely going higher. So where is this at? 6293, 539. So obviously higher than the previous one. So again, higher, and then from here to here, you're creating divergence again. So from here to here, you're creating bearish divergence, price action to the downside. Yes, it is playing out. You don't have it on the RSI, just on the MACD histogram. Price action to the downside, you're getting that played out right now. Move down, bounce off that 20 MA, try to rally, but again, undoing that bounce right now. Almost going back and touching that 20 MA again on the 1 hour. Volatility still open on the Bollinger Bands, negative momentum starting to build and setting neutral on the RSI at 57.42. Yeah, that's it for Binance. And that's it for what we usually cover. I know we started a little bit later than usual, guys. I was traveling. There's 5 people tuned in. Does anyone want to look at anything on the market today? Any requests for any coins are welcome at this point in time. Put them on the chat. Otherwise, we'll call it a stream. So no coin requests, I guess. Well, guys, that will be all for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. There's 5 people tuned in. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Again, if you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you're notified when we go live. Talk about crypto to your friends, to your family. Let them know that we are here and that we're friendly and that we're happy to talk about crypto to anyone that wants to talk about crypto, and that we are usually right on our predictions, not our predictions, but on our calls as to what the market's going to do, where it's going to go. I'm not keeping track of how many times we've been right, but I'm fairly certain that our percentage, it's freaking high, man. Higher than a lot of the other guys that you probably see out there. Anyways, that's it. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll catch y'all tomorrow on the regular time. That'll be all for tonight, guys. Thanks.